Oh shit. Oh, what's up? What's up? Um, hold on. A lot's going on right now. Hold on. Um, fuck. Good morning, number one. Sorry. Today's a very special day. Okay. Hold on. I just gotta show you. Okay, my bad. Let me just show you the fuck is going on here. Oh God. Oh God. Y'all can't see it, but I'm in real tears right now. This shit is so funny, man. Oh Lord. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Elephant in the room here. Welcome to fun price action finally. Right? Whew. Today, my friend, as you can see, not only are we coming downward today after 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks of buying. That's a lot. Now, my thing is, right? I keep saying it. I keep saying it. For everybody who keeps asking me, Asia is my favorite session. Why is that? 15. Now, the reason why I was laughing this hard, okay, is because I need you to understand just how not difficult this shit really is. Now, without me giving you the mentorship gem, like you could just come to Discord and check it out. But are you sure this was the hardest narrative? Are you sure? There's too many people who are still scared of Asia, my guy. And I don't really understand why. Like, well, actually, let me back that up. I do understand why you don't like it. It's because you're just thinking that it's not fun or it's not good or it's not efficient. But realistically, I've given you how to trade Asia even on this channel. I might not have given you the mentorship gems on it, but I gave you how to trade Judah Swing on this channel. This is not the hardest thing ever, my friend. Also, somebody is going to watch this and say, "Oh, well, Jay, I didn't even see that gap." Yes, you did. Yes, you did. I promise you, you did. You saw it. You saw it get rebounced once right here. So why, when you see at the very top of this gap again, what are you worried about? Listen, you are at all-time highs with a beautiful fair value gap. Even if you didn't want to use this one, you can still even use the inverse one if you really, really wanted to. But my point, you might want to stop sleeping on Asia, my guy. Hey, listen, big gem I want to give out to you now. We've mentioned it before, but I need you to kind of start really understanding this. Stop coming to the next session thinking it's only reversal based. Nast is funny. Like, this is a big thing. When it comes to narratives in general, why sit there and tell yourself, oh, you know what? Nah, I can't do it. I can't do it. Yes, you can. Not only was this bitch coming down all fucking night, we know Asia's not going to be the ones who prioritized your liquidity. We know what session that really had to get down for. Were you expecting the Asia to take out a major? Why? But my point is, Asia and London going the same way. I'm not going to tell you how, I'm not going to tell you how often, but they can go the same way. Like I said, there's plenty of stuff I say for mentorship. I can't give you certain gems here. But what I am going to talk about, this is not the hardest thing ever, my friend. And I totally get it. For how many people still have trouble when we're talking about old GB levels versus trifecta. There's not a like when I say there, yes, there is a difference visually. That doesn't mean that you're getting different information technically. It's going to lead you to the same result. So that's why when people ask me like, "Yo, why do you pull out the old levels versus the trifecta more? Isn't the trifecta new? Isn't it better? Isn't it updated?" Yeah, there's a lot of cool things you can do with the trifecta, and we're going to check out both. But also, look, my hat. I got a new hat. I mean, I guess it's like the summertime, so I just been fucking crazily hat shopping. And last time we talked, I only had 5 hats. Now I got 11 hats. I should show you guys my hat collection. But this is my thing. When it comes down to it, dog, yes, we know exactly where the fuck you gonna go. We know it's not hard. But what I want you to do is stop freaking out about every time there's some liquidity being left open. Listen, once they trade away, you need to start going towards, well, where the hell are we actually going? Make sense? Like, where the hell are we actually going? Now, I'm hyped because, um, yo, shout out Logan. Yo, shout out Logan. You snapped yesterday, my guy. And I'm talking directly to you right here. You snapped yesterday, my guy. And I know a few of you guys in the Discord like hit the same move, but the thing about Logan is being somebody who decided, yo, I'm gonna trade only Asia. When I tell you, he might not even realize it right now, but that is one of the most powerful things I've seen somebody make a decision about. Listen, you don't have to be all over the fucking shit. You don't have to meet me in Asia, London, and both New Yorks, even if I'm trading all four. You don't have to. And sometimes I'm not even trading all four. I'll trade 2 or 3 out of 4. A lot of times 3 out of 4. But you get my point. You can come to just Asia and do all the work you need to get done. Asia and London, in terms of having a relationship, you just have to understand the narrative. There's a reason why London is the same direction as Asia today. Right now, you're looking at, oh, I'm in the way. 729 Golbach level. And we stopped. And this is an old gem, so I can tell you. I don't care. Your LV level can stop the algo. Why? Because it's the end of an algo. Woo! And it's funny too because, bro, people sit there and wonder if I'm just sitting there up all night. Bro, what I'm in the process of teaching all my students right now, you have to stop worrying about this fucking thing. Once I show you how to run the algorithm from start to finish, you will sit there and be asleep half the fucking time. This is watching paint dry. Bro, find your entry and go to sleep. You don't have to watch this fucking thing all night. And why do we know it's going to move more today than it did yesterday? Why do we know this? Why do we know this? The simple stuff. I always forget to let the blood for a second. Now, it's the thing, right? It is about 8:23 in the morning. We have some targets. So far we talked about the 729 low right there. We're also talking about the new day opening gap that was not fully referred to again down here. You notice how, not to say it like that, ES has been the relative strength leader for, I mean, they go back and forth, but it's mostly been ES for the last couple months. Meaning, and this is the thing, people ask me if I give a fuck about SMT. No, I give no fucks about it outside of relative strength. So if you're speaking to me about SMT and you don't know about relative strength, stop with that shit and go learn about that and then come back to me. I'm not going to do a full review on this right now. We've talked about that on this channel somewhere. I got too many videos and I'm too stoned to figure out which video that is. But I also want you to realize when it comes down to objectives, right? Whether you're just viewing this as regular external sell side liquidity, that's fine. Or if you understand gap theory all the way. It doesn't have to be my version fully of gap theory. A lot of people have learned my version. It's easier to use. But my point is, once you're understanding what a real objective is, not just external buy and sell side liquidity, that's fine. If you want to use it that way, that's fine. But what I'm also trying to get you to understand, let's move on to the trifecta. My brother in Christ, you're not viewing different information. If you learned how to use this, right? And you guys already know I use custom colors. Everybody cares about the flow layer, right? So what is that? Now, really quickly, this layer here, right? And for reference, I'm on the 243 PL3, okay? Which is, again, if you're new to Trifecta, it's the reason why it's so many lines. It's 243 stacked on top of a 243 stacked on top of a 243. I know, I know. And it's funny because my students tell me this all the time. Some of them still use this. A lot of them like the old go back levels a lot more, to be honest. Just because it's not as Phew, Jesus. You see how deep that was when we turned it off? And you see my point. Like, yes, it's a bunch of lines, but these are also spread out and I can see a lot easier. However, my point is, both of these are not giving you different information. It's just on your personality style. And even if you cared about the GIP, your gap inversion points. And again, these are early bias versus your regular bias, we'll call it. So you start seeing bodies and bodies and bodies through your blue layer. But when we talk about the GIP, right? Early bias is what? And why do you think, again, market structure first, and we'll come back to trifecta for 1 second. I told you about what? Why did we sell down? Simple gap. Okay. Simple gap. That's it. I talked to you guys a lot about Turtle Soupington, right? What the fuck is that? Y'all love weed. Oh my God. Every time. I just be smoking it all day. Anyway, bro. Oh my God. Hold on. The moment I thought about that, bro, these y'all just spawned controllers and shit out of nowhere. Anyway, I got some new games. Holy shit. It's what I meant to say. The weed has hit me a little bit, but I am really hyped because of two games. Like, I actually wanted to speak to you guys the other day, but I'm not gonna lie to you, my lazy ass was playing fucking Pragmata. Oh my God. Listen, there's three games I need you to get right now if you not hit. All right. My bad. I had to take a little detour. I need you to be tapped in with Pragmata. I need you to also be tapped in with Mouse PI for Hire. Bro, these are two of the hardest, most amazing, just single player. I don't want to be next to another nigga in a goddamn lobby right now. Ass game. I am so hyped on both of these. Like to the point where it doesn't feel like they make single player games anymore. Like anything you can see right now that's single player is just a remaster of some old Oblivion, um, like Crimson Desert. Yeah, we talked about that. Amazing game, of course. But I feel like, to be honest, like Grand Theft Auto was coming out, um, and these game studios understand that, like, bro, you only have but so much time to drop good ass games. We're not spending our hard-earned money on fucking bullshit anymore. We're not fucking doing it. And I think to the point where, like, a lot of people who, I mean, I have three PlayStation 5s. I don't know how many people since inception have bought multiple, but I do know it's Sony's best-selling console. I love Sony, bro. I'm just a PlayStation dude. But it sucks to see like what time is it right now? 8:30? Oh. Real quick, yeah, our sell side liquidity should be fucked. Okay. And you see we're gonna tap right into that little area right here. All right. But what I'm saying is like Sony is, I mean, the best in terms of console markets right now. But I think the problem is It is so true. PlayStation does not really have exclusive games like that. I'm not even gonna hold you, man. As much as I love Sony, I'm not about to start hanging on their wallpaper like that. I mean, I love Sony, but it's the problem. Okay, amazing platform. If they can just find a way, like PS6, or find a way to actually do full backwards compatibility all the way to PS1. If you gave me a PlayStation 6 and you gave me maybe like a custom disk drive to where maybe the regular console plays like, PS4, PS5, PS6 games, right? But if they released a special fucking disc tray, maybe it's like 300 bucks or something like that, and you can go back and put a PS1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 in it, bro, we would lose our fucking minds, bro. I swear to God. I know I'm old. I'm only 33. I'm not that old. But you get my point. I've been gaming since the fucking PS1, bro. So like, dude, if they could do some shit like this, I would lose my fucking mind, bro. And anyway, my bad. I just wanted to tap you in real quick with the games I'm playing right now. So I want you to check these both out. If I don't buy these for you on the channel somewhere, I want people to have these games, bro. So we'll do another game giveaway. But realistically speaking, what I also want for you guys, okay? You're also not at the point where, again, your trifecta is the one that's, hold up, where's my phone at? Now I'm losing shit. My phone. Bro, I lost my phone. God damn it. Because I kind of want to take a partial. It's all good. It's too far away for me to care at the moment. But my point is, with your trifecta, okay, look at the very top. You see the white line? Yep. Yep. It reminds me of I don't know. It reminds me of like fishing. I don't know. Gip. Maybe makes me think of guppy, which makes me think of fish. But this fishing line right here, you know what? I kind of want to call it a fishing line, 'cause I think it's fucking cool. Because once you actually can tap into the Gip the way you actually need to, if you do use trifecta, it's actually very fun. The Gip right here is early bias. Okay. Like we said, early bias. But what do you notice here? Look how clean this is, right? Do you see how right here you have a body that comes down and goes right through that level, right? And it's not just because we talked about the fair value gap itself, but GIP stands for what? Gap inversion point. Yo, and Hoppy is my boy, man. I love you, man, so much. We ever like all of us who do any of this power of three shit, you are my guy. I love you so much, man. You are the greatest of all time. And I'm glad that we're like homies because there's times where I'm like trying to explain to people that like, yo, it's not just about the flow layer. It's not just about your rebalance layer by itself. We've had conversation where it's like, yo, how do we get people to understand that this is narrative? It's about liquidity, right? So I don't want you to cop on here and the only thing that you're doing is saying, "Oh, Jay, um, yeah, we're bullish because not only do we have a move here, obviously, But this is my thing. We're still seeing students look at two candles inside of a blue layer, and all of a sudden you're changing the bias. You might have actually had cells in here and closed here. Do you get my point? Not good. Not good. Because, yes, you realize when you woke up today that, like, holy shit, it wasn't done. You let the blue layer stop you for 2 hours. This is 11 and 12 o'clock. By the time you went to sleep, oh, yeah, nah. No. You don't panic at each layer. You just don't. There's way too many people panicking because you're spending a little extra time in a certain layer. Just because we didn't go right through this thing on this candle, or you get my point. You have to be able to relax and say, yo, what are we really doing right now? Do you see why every time I'm in conversation, like whether it's to you guys or whether it's my Discord or whether I'm in like a personal one-on-one with somebody, we always do market structure first, then I do Golbach levels, power of three, any of the alts, algorithmic price delivery stuff. And guess what? Like we said, we know where this shit is gonna go, bro. You can't be sitting there bitching every 5 seconds. You can't. Now I understand something. It's not worth bitching to a bitch, right? I get it. Trading is kind of hard if you're not sure what the functions are. But what I'm trying to say, if you're still coming in here and not understanding that we go up and down, but only with an objective, like we aim to go places. We're not going up and down to fuck with each other. You get what I'm saying? Like it's not trying to, my hat looks so good. It does not try to fuck with you like that. Yo, stupid. But my point is, right? And you know me, you know what I'm gonna call it. When NASDAQ is being a motherfucking porn star, you gotta come perform, brother. You gotta perform. Do not sit there and think NASDAQ is not about to go in. It is one of the greatest porn stars on the planet. Like, if you got Mia Khalifa, I don't even really watch that much porn, honestly. Um, but NASDAQ is the top three. I was trying to think of another one. I can't even think of one. Top three. YM is the other porn star. Gold is my third porn star. And real quick, just so I can show you something. You still not looking to trade Asia? You still not trying to trade Asia? You sure? You absolutely sure you not trading Asia? Are you sure? And like I said, NQ is the number one porn star. Gold is like my number three. Number two is actually GJ. You guys don't really trade forex like that. I do have some more forex videos on the way. Plus, we just talking about trading options. But outside of that, I want you to understand, bro. It's like once I flip that hat to the back, I become Ash Ketchum. I flip that hat to the back, nigga. I catch every single trade I want to catch. or Pokemon. But my thing is, right? This is what I want to talk about with gold, man. It's not hard. You just don't come to Asia. You just come to New York thinking you're supposed to trade only New York. And you wake up on a day like today and you're like, oh man, oh, what the fuck am I supposed to do? You're already at the target. And yeah, because you just don't trade gold at the time we're supposed to be trading it. Dude, I need you to get to a point where you're not freaking out about everything on the screen, brother. All right? Like we said, we go up or down because we have objectives. All right? Now, it's the cool thing, right? Shout out Logan. Because being an Asia only trader right now, bro, I'm telling you, you are snapping right now. Even if it doesn't feel like it. I know it's been rough only because we talk about environment, right? But this is the biggest thing I want everybody to know. Now, really quick, I've been baiting you with this question the entire time, right? Where are we going? What do you think? Are you thinking we need the highs before we go back? We already understand my first area of interest is set in stone. This is going to come whether you like it or not. However, how do you feel about this down here? And why is this here? And typically, like, I don't really cough when I smoke. I have a cold right now, so it's unfortunate. And I'm realizing that when you get off the plane from Miami and you come to Philadelphia and it's fucking 40 degrees outside, like the day I got off the plane, it's fucking, I had shorts on, dog. It was fucking 40 degrees. It made my dumb ass get sick real quick. Ugh, but I'm starting to feel a little better. Starting to feel a little better. And I'm mad I look like Lil Jon right now. But anyway, no, matter of fact, I'm mad I look like Dave Chappelle trying to look like Lil Jon right now. If you know, you know. But anyway, this is my point. Like, why is this dumb ass shit down here? If we're talking about objective, I mean, like, what do you think? Why wouldn't we go attack all this at once? Why not? Why not? But like I said, are you thinking maybe it's toward something that's multiple objective? Are you going to bounce off your new day opening gap? Maybe rebalance something? And then maybe for optimal trade entry, we attack these for New York? Or maybe it's set over the span of 2 days. Could be. Oh, bless me. But my point is, it's not so much about where, because we understand where. And now it's about when. Like, when do you expect it? You get my point? It's not that this is not here. We are aware. Are you expecting this today, tomorrow, sometime this week? Are you expecting this before the lows? And why I'm asking you so many questions so you can kind of think, I want you to kind of have a perspective of like, listen, like, what am I, the user, doing versus the algorithm's perspective or objectives? I want you to really think, what environment am I in? Is it worth me scalping? Is it worth me just playing Mouse Piaf for hire because it's the best fucking video game and just coming to Asia and just leaving that shit there all night? Now, really quick, back to this idea. Show you something. And like I said, this is your 729 low. It's the same information. You're not getting different information, but what you are getting, we talked about white line here, gap, inversion point, right? The gap that we used, brother, was what? Where was that gap at? So you mean to tell me this is the top of a fair value gap? You mean to tell me right on your gap inversion point, name, and you're already rebalancing a gap. You have south side liquidity already right here for you. Then you have bias layer. Then you have bias layer. My point here, people, is that this shit is not very hard. It's not very hard. Why are we doing rebalance things? Because you're in a rebalance layer. And like I said, you're supposed to do these things. It's 8:49 in the morning, so right on your 8:50 macro, you're supposed to go to that next rate. It's going to work, my friends. Hmm. What I need you to do, I need you to go drink some chai latte because I'm about to order me a chai latte. I want you to really quickly go back and start really understanding what cycle you're on in terms of AMD. That's number one. I always say it. If we're talking about some sort of routine for yourself, ah, my eye. But this is my thing. Bro, you ever see that Ray J video where he was like, I've been hearing about you, fam. And his hat twists like 80 fucking times in the video. Bro, I gotta link that video to the description of this video. I've been thinking about that shit this whole video. His hat moved like 60 fucking times in that video, dog. But anyway, let me not get off track. I need you to get into your Dexter's lab and I need you to understand when it's okay to do this or that, right? When it comes down to like manipulation days, you might want to try to do your best to figure out what the actual objectives are versus randomly deciding if you're going to scalp or hold something just because you feel like it. Does that make sense? I understand it sounds like counterintuitive, right? But what I'm trying to say is figuring out what you can get offered in terms of algorithmic price delivery, you might make some different decisions versus just saying, hey, you know what, I only scalp or I'm not somebody that holds or what do you mean? It's not like a bad thing that you only scalp right now, but do you realize how much easier it is to hold the trade? Why is that? It's easier to hold the trade because you don't got to get back in. Right now, you keep pressing that button 67 times. You know how many people don't make it to this part of the video? But you do. I appreciate you. That's why I give you a gem here. Listen, what I need you to understand, it's all math, basic math. If you know how to count to 100, you can be the best trader alive. It's up to you if you want to count. The problem is, you're dealing with an algorithm. Treat it like one. It does the same shit every day, every week. You just have trouble seeing it right now. Just how my eyes look like I'm from Mars. I'll catch you later. Next time we'll talk more about gap inversion points. Hmm.